Good night, good night, good night. Sorry for being out of commission for a while, but I'm sick, or at least I'm recovering from being sick, and my wife is currently getting sick. I may have to call off from work tomorrow as well to take care of her as she took care of me. She expects me to go to work while she's sick. And yes, being the main provider, these are some of the decisions we've had to make in the past. But, you know, uh, past couple of years, I've made it very clear to my wife that it's going to be family over work. Mm. I do not want to be at work and come home to check in on my wife, only to find her on the ground, passed out from her sickness. I've spoken to my wife several times about wanting and needing her to understand, you know, this important point that I'm more willing to let a job go than to let my wife go. I'm sorry. I've been through too much with my wife. I love her too much. And I'm not ready to part ways with my wife. I'm not ready to have her away. I'm not ready. You know, I know things say till death do we part. I don't think anybody's ever ready when that moment comes. And being truly one with my wife, I don't think I will ever be ready to part ways with my wife. And this is a testimony to the love that I have for my wife right now. In other news, it may be that my mother in law has passed away, and that's another story altogether. As you guys know, my mother in law used to live with us, and then last year her sister, pretending to be a good person, decided that she would take care of her, have her live with her and her husband. I've heard many, many stories about the husband never liking my mother-in-law, coming from my mother-in-law, and treating her very, very horribly. So it struck me as very, very odd that this man would be okay with her living in their home with him actually trying to take care of her. I'm like, okay. Um, Push comes to shove when it happens. A lot of things happen in terms of them basically trying to cut our feet from underneath us. It's a lot of things. And you know, that's another story for another time. However, we are here right now at this point in time. We are closer to the coming of the beginning of the end than you can ever think, to imagine, or to realize. And I don't think a lot of us as believers really and truly know where we are right now. And I'm hoping that for those of us who have a very strong following to make daily videos warning our people to prepare ourselves spiritually and physically, by water, by this, by that. Every week, when my wife and I have been talking to you people, even though we don't have the money, we tell you people that you need to prepare. You need to get some waters. You need to stock up. Um, you know, let's get into it. So, the first thing I want to talk about is we're going to talk about America being under judgment right now. Babylon is fallen, is fallen. It is under judgment. One of the main things that I've said is that I do not know if it is going to be a gradual process of, the four horses, which is what I'm going to talk about, or if it's going to be a gradual into a explosive process, or if it's going to be an instant process. I'm going to believe my second option, in which I believe that it's going to be a gradual into an explosive process, whereas it will start out slow but then will explode. And that's also where the birth pangs are concerned. Birth pains, they start out very, very slow, but they increase very, very fast, and they explode when you're getting to the end. Let's talk Revelation verse 6, KJV. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, Come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. Now, my wife asked me this week if I believed that Trump and Elon was the Antichrist. And I said, well, no, but I do believe that they are an arm of the Antichrist. They may be like the spiritual, you know, how can I say this? You guys know when John Yochanan was basically preaching in the wilderness and preaching to people, and he said, make a straight path for the Lord to pass. That's what I believe Trump and Elon are. They are antichrist, but they are not the antichrist. You understand what I'm saying? I do believe that they are also these horses. They are the people who are the first horse. Why do I say that? Well, in this stage, if you see what the US is doing right now, the US has actually bought Panama, the Panama Canal back. You understand what I'm saying? And it has set its eyes on other things. And I'm sorry that I'm speaking like this, but as I said before, I'm recovering. So forgive me for slouch of my speech and incoherent speaking right now. But I hope that this message gets through to you guys. And I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. That speaks of what Trump is currently doing right now. Trump and Elon are basically conquering the US government, and they're going around and doing their best to conquer the places that they've set their eyes on outside of the US right now. You understand? And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, Come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Right now, what we're seeing is the removal of peace from the earth by division. Everybody, I've said this many, many times. I've complained about this, that there are a lot of people that are not paying attention to what is actually happening and what DJT is doing and what Elon Musk is doing. They are literally causing everyone to hate not just America, but Americans in particular. And, even Mexico has now implemented its visa system in which now there's a process of which that you can't just come into Mexico with just a passport. You have to go there and take a half an hour to an hour and apply for a visa before you can go to your destination now. Even though Mexico's tourism industry may take a hit, I think they're basically standing under they're standing on the game right now. They're letting people know that we are not going to be pushed around by the US. Canada has let the US know that we're going to do tariffs to you too. Canada is letting the US know that they're going to cut power to the United States. And we can look that up right now, right? If we have to, we won't hesitate to increase the charge or shut the electricity off completely for the roads in the X post. Ontario Premier Doug Ford shared on X post on Tuesday, stating that he spoke with leaders in New York, Michigan, and Minnesota, putting them on notice that his province is prepared to add a 25% surcharge on the electricity it exports to their states if Trump's tariffs remain in place. This is what is happening right now. A lot of Americans don't know what is happening. You might be in Michigan and out of power. You might be in Minnesota and out of power. You might be in New York one day and there is no power. Why? Because Canada say, listen, we are standing firm. We are not going to be bullied by the United States. And we're going to shut off you people's power because it is now spring. You understand? Because, you know, power companies don't shut off people's power during the winter. It's against the law. So now it's spring. People will shut off your power now. You understand? And that's literally what's probably going to start happening in the next couple of weeks or next couple of days. Yeah, that's my estimation. Peace is being removed from the earth. Nobody's at peace with the US right now. There's Europe is now talking about going to war with Russia and wondering if the United States is going to basically interfere in some way, shape, or form. If they're wondering this, do you know what this means? That the United States could be considered an enemy of the European nations. I want you people to understand what I just said. Europe is putting troops in Ukraine. They're going to put troops in Ukraine to fight Russia. And they are wondering if the US is going to interfere because of its relationship with Russia. And if that is the case, that would now mean that the United States is not a ally of the EU, but a ally of Russia. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you guys the information. You can do with it as you please. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat upon him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, "A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine." Listen, man, oil and wine. It seems like that's gonna be the most important thing because people gonna need to de-stress when the time comes. Using the wine. So right now we are experiencing inflation at a rapid rate. Since Trump took office, inflation has jumped rapidly every week, and it is about to get worse with the tariffs. You cannot get cheap products from China, which means that a lot of your Amazon orders, a lot of your TikTok orders, a lot of your Temu orders, a lot of your Shein orders are going to be expensive. So you're gonna either have to buy in the US or not be able to afford it. It's a process that you can now look at it and say, this is literally what is happening right now. Because that's literally what's happening right now. Babylon is under judgment, right? And hyperinflation is on its way. We've been complaining, we've been warning, we've been telling you people it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. We are hoping that a lot of you who have watched the messages have done your best to prepare. Listen, no, listen. We don't have it either. I have to be working 2 jobs right now. I work the first job as an electrician, an apprentice to as an apprentice as an apprentice electrician, and my second job as a gymnastics coach. And it is still very difficult to make ends meet. Just to let you know that. I'm letting you know that, right? So I know it's easy to say, hey, go pick up some water, go pick up some canned goods, go pick up this, go pick up that. It's easy to say it when you have the money. I get it. Trust me, I don't have it. But here you must be able to get something here and there. I hope you people have defenses as well to protect yourselves. Because there's gonna come a time where you're gonna have to be walking with blades upon your persona, or even, you know, something that holds ammunition on your persona, whether the law says you can or not. Because at that point in time, the government will not care if you live or die. You're going to have to care if you live or die. The mere stepping out of your house at your front door may cause people to invade your home and raid it. You answering your door to anybody may cause people to raid your home, invade your home and raid it. This is what's going to be happening, and you must be prepared mentally for it because it is coming. It is coming. And it is coming very, very soon. And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, "Come and see." And I look, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. I need you to understand that there's coming a time where bears, lions, and all kinds of animals are going to be coming out and killing people. It's going to be happening very, very soon. Very, very soon. It's going to be happening very, very soon. I want you people to be prepared for what is coming. And I'm gonna show you why I want you to be prepared from here on out. Be vigilant and prepared. Watch this. I'm gonna start from the beginning, and I want you to listen. Fair use.
Bessie's, the billionaire tears are flowing and the empire is crumbling. Wall Street had its worst day in years today with $1.7 trillion wiped out from.
They lost $1.7 trillion in a day. In a day, $1.7 trillion. As a matter of fact, let me look at the US debt right now. $1 trillion is a lot of money, you know. It's the national debt website. So the US national debt is $36 trillion right now. Their federal spending is 7 trillion, and their budget deficit is 2 trillion. Right? I mean, we could go into all of this, but I'm not going to. But I'm just giving you an idea of what's going on right now. To lose $1.7 trillion when we're currently at 36 trillion, that is a lot of money to lose. That is a lot of money to lose. I mean, that's not the government losing money, you know. You understand? That's not the government adding to the money, you know. I am saying, if you look at 36 trillion, it took the government all this time to build up $36 trillion in debt. That's a lot of money to build up. Do you understand what I'm saying? The point I'm making is this. This money was hard to build up, but it was very easy to lose in one day. They lost one freaking $1.7 trillion. See? This is a state debt. This is a whole state debt right now. And see, local debt. 2 trillion. And the stock market has lost $1.7 trillion.
The U.S. stock market. The Dow dropped nearly 900 points. The Nasdaq had its biggest fall since 2022, and the S&P 500 neared correction territory. Investors panicked over recession fears, and President Trump's warning that the economy is in a period of transition didn't help. By 10 a.m., the New York Stock Exchange was in chaos. The Magnificent Seven tech stocks, once market leaders, became the Tragic Seven. Tesla led the drop, falling 15%. Nvidia, Alphabet, and Meta each lost over 4%, and crypto didn't escape either. Bitcoin fell below $80,000. The Nasdaq ended down 4%, its worst day since 2022. The S&P 500 fell 2.7%, and the Dow.
It's a like a lot of people still aren't paying attention, but It's time, people. I hope everybody is ready. I hope everybody is ready. We are literally on borrowed time at this point in time. We are literally on borrowed time. We are literally on borrowed time. I'm not going to talk about let's talk about this one too. Let's talk about this.
We do want to get to some breaking news in Washington, D.C. A Secret Service member has shot an armed man in a confrontation near the White House. Police had reported a suicidal individual possibly traveling to D.C. from Indiana. This is a live look at the White House now.
There are going to be more and more people like this that are going to be coming after Trump and Elon and etc. because of what's going on in America right now. And I can guarantee you, these people may not be from the left side of the aisle. And I'm just being honest about this. I'm not a political person. I do not trust either side of the political spectrum. But it is my honest opinion that I believe, it's my honest belief that I believe this won't be coming from the left side of the aisle. Right? So more and more people are going to start attacking. More and more people are going to start, putting their lives on the line because they may believe that, whatever it is right now. But I'm telling you, I'm just, I'm just predicting this, that this is what's going to be happening in the days to come. Okay? Of course, there's a fire in Florida going on. There's fires in North Carolina. America's under judgment. America is under freaking judgment right now. You understand? The Most High is not letting up, and a lot of people are not paying attention. And those of you who want to hold on to America, you're going to burn down with it. The Most High is not playing. You people believe that the Most High is playing, but he's not playing. The Most High is not playing. The time now is the time closer than we have believed. It is high time for us to awaken all the sleep. Let me get that verse for you right now. And that knowing that Romans 13:11-13, right? Or just 11. Just 11-13. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. People, the time is at hand. The time is at hand. It's high time for us to awaken out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. It's time for us to prepare for extreme hardship, extreme persecution, and many of us, we won't make it. I don't know if I'll make it. I don't know if my family will make it. But I know that I want to be there in the first resurrection when the Messiah resurrects us, when the Mashiach resurrects us. Anyway, people, I have to go to bed, prep myself for tomorrow because I don't know if I'm going to work, if my wife is sick. If my wife is sick, I am not going to work. She may lie to me, and I'm hoping that she won't lie to me. I'm going to pay attention to our health. Anyway, people, enough love and respect. Peace. I